Hello, and welcome to my first Let's Play of Supremacy 1914, the online game where several people control several countries that attack each other. The objective of the game is to get enough land in the game to, well, get the most points. As we can see, there's war being started everywhere. Austria-Hungary is at war with France, Germany is attacking France as well. Greece is attacking Egypt. Ukraine, Northern Russia, and the Caucasus are attacking Russia, along with Sweden. And war is just happening everywhere on the map, except for in my little pocket of peaceful lands, Romania. Now, in this basic Let's Play, I'm going to cover three basic things: economics, the map, and buildings. So to start it off, let's look at the economics of the game. So, as we can see, I'm making plus 50 grain an hour, negative 6 fish an hour, 100 iron an hour, 7,000 wood, 4,000 coal, 6,000 oil, and 8,000 gas. This is good. However, we can see I am negative on several things, which are fish, coal, petrol, and gas. This needs to be fixed. As you can see, I can fix the fish problem by going to the to my toolbar. Now my toolbar is used to slide the resources back and forth. Now I have set it to 43 plus grain an hour. These are in tons that my country is making, and plus 1,000 grain an hour. I want grain for a reason which I'll explain in a few minutes. As you can see, I cannot fix in total my energy, because, well, they're all negative, which is bad. As you can see, this is called the resource ticker. Now, there's food, material, and energy. Food is used to keep morale up and feed troops. Material is used to make barracks, forts, factories, and anything. Energy is used, well, to buy tanks, and coal is used to run trains and stuff. So that covers right now that part of economics. Now let's see. I only have 4,000 grain. I need to get some more grain. So I go to grain. I go to the stock market. As we can see, here's grain. That's coal. Sorry, I need coal. I want to buy some coal. So I look on here. There's 4,635 coal being sold for 3.5 pounds. I'm going to buy that, and there we go. That was around 10,000 pounds in 1,000 grain. Or coal, sorry. Coal. Jesus. Now that will keep trains running in the near future. The second thing we'd like to talk about today is the map. Now there are three versions of the map. Right now we are looking at the military version. The second is the economic view. The economic view is used to see where your resources are and your morale. Morale is very important to show how much how happy your civilians are. And as we can see, everything is in the green: 96%, 93%, 100%. Now, double production land produces twice as much of whatever resource compared to another province. Such as in Galatz, we can see I'm producing twice as much grain. Now in Bucharest, I am producing half as much grain. Now I can go through here and see how much it is exactly. It's at 6,252 tons per day of grain. However, we can see that the city, Galatz, is consuming all of these supplies. That's a lot. 520 wood, 624 fish, and we can see the population, the buildings, and the morale, all from right here. This is a very important little ticker thingy. So, I will now move on to the third map, which is spies. As we can see, I have one spy in my capital, which is and counter-espionage spy. I have one spy in Vienna, Austria. Now he is used to get information about him. And I have one spy in Greece. This is used to also find messages intercepted between them. As we can see, I have some reports. I have a report that France sent a letter to Austria calling him a bastard and saying, why did you lie to me? Now, earlier on in the game, I received a message that Germany sent a message to Austria asking to declare war and to help him take France. This is one reason why having spies is good. No, because let's say I was France and I got that message, I would have been prepared, and perhaps I would have gotten Italy as an ally, or maybe even Romania to help fight Austria and Germany. I've also received information that Saudi Arabia has sent a message to Greece. This is probably why Greece is involved in the war in Cairo. This message says that Egypt is weak and has no more than 50 units. East Libya is his ally in sending units to the coast to defend him. It looks like Greece and Saudi Arabia are producing an alliance, which is probably why Austria has declared war against Greece, because all of his troops are in Egypt. Now, I bet you Austria got some information about the Greek ideas. Now, we can move on to part 3, which is buildings. I will cover why to build, what you need to build, what to build, and where to build it. So, why do I need to build anything, you may ask? Well, when you start off the game, you have no buildings whatsoever in your towns. Recruitment offices are very cheap, and they give you 1,000 troops a day. Now, 1,000 troops is represented by one soldier on the map, right here. The 7th Romanian Infantry Brigade has 1,000 men, thus one ticker. Now, the 5th Romanian Army has 75,000 men, which is quite good. Let's say, though, that you want more men, so you build a barracks. Barracks produce, in total for your province, they produce now 2,000 men per day. That's good. It's 100% advancement. However, it takes 1,000 tons of grain per day to keep it running, which is a lot. If I'm only producing 43 an hour, I cannot possibly produce another barracks. But earlier on in the game, I had a lot of supplies. So as we can see, I built 4 barracks. Now I could simply build another one by clicking on the town and clicking on the barracks to build it. Now as you can see in that town, I am building a railway. Railways are good for several reasons. One, troops are transported much quicker through the area. Now secondly, resources are increased. Now you can see I'm building a train in my oil producing province, as well as, where am I building my second one? In Galatz, my double grain province. This is because I will getting 25% more resources in these areas. Now later on, I'm going to build a railway in Kronstadt because this area is vital for transportation and will allow troops to move through much faster. However, as you can see, I'm negative on coal, and I need coal to keep my trains running, so I might not produce it yet until I get more coal. Now, you need basic things when you want to build stuff. Let's say when I build a barracks, I will need 4,000 pounds. I have 71,000 pounds. You need 1,500 grain and 1,500 wood. However, I have all these things. However, I do not have enough resources to keep a barracks running per day, which is 1,000 a day. As you can see, I have these little star thingies along my border with Ukraine. This is because I am afraid of the Ukrainian army. However, I've just recently found out that Ukraine has declared war on Russia and Austria. Now, this means that Ukraine has been very split, and he will now... Actually, it looked like Ukraine is building an alliance with Austria. That is also not good. Anyways, I noticed that Ukraine might not attack right now. So, in order to keep friendly relations with him, I have sent back all my troops, except for a few border troops, to my main capital, Bucharest, to create the 5th Romanian Army. As you can see along my border with Austria, however, I only have 1,000 men in each city, which is probably not good. Now let's say I want to protect myself more. So I'm going to build a fort in Kronstadt. Why? Because let's say I am afraid of Austria, however I don't want to push him into attacking me. So this gives me an area easy to defend across my border. So he also feels not attacked, but I also feel more protected. This is good for keeping diplomatic relations in high order. Now, you should build forts to protect your borders. You should build barracks to produce more men, and you should all put them in very important areas. This Let's Play is for the very beginning of the game. Later on in the game, you'll produce railways, factories, ports, and if you have Goldmark, you can produce airports which produce planes. However, I don't like playing those. I'll create a Let's Play later on my main map on War. It'll be for later. For now, take care. I'm Commissar Tom. I'll see you on the battlefield.